Have you ever wondered what lies behind the perfect smiles of Hollywood icons like Rock Hudson, Carrie Grant, and Montgomery Clift? These stars, known for their charm and talent, captivated audiences, but the dazzling lights of fame also hid dark secrets they were forced to live with in silence. From hidden relationships and battles against societal prejudice to unimaginable personal tragedies, their journeys were filled with complexities and explosive emotions. Join Rainbow Spotlight as we unveil the dramatic truth and uncover the heartbreaking mysteries behind the glory of these legendary figures. Rock Hudson, the magnetic icon who harbored a heartbreaking secret. In the golden age of Hollywood, one man stood tall above the rest, quite literally. At 6 feet 4 inches, Rock Hudson's towering presence on screen was matched only by his smoldering good looks and undeniable charm. But behind that million-dollar smile lay a secret that would shock the world and change the course of history. Hudson burst onto the scene in the 1950s, quickly becoming America's ultimate heartthrob. With his chiseled jaw, piercing eyes, and deep, resonant voice, he embodied the ideal of rugged masculinity that defined an era. Whether playing opposite Doris Day in romantic comedies or taking on dramatic roles in films like Giant, Hudson seemed to have it all. But did he really? As millions of women swooned over Hudson's on-screen romances, the actor was living a double life that would put any of his film plots to shame. In an age when being gay was not just taboo but could end careers and lives, Hudson was forced to construct an elaborate facade. He dated starlets, married his agent's secretary, and cultivated the image of a red-blooded American male. But at what cost? The pressure to maintain this charade was immense. Studio executives, fearful of losing their golden goose, went to extreme lengths to protect Hudson's image. Staged dates, fake relationships, even rumors of affairs with his female co-stars. All were carefully orchestrated to keep the public in the dark. One can't help but wonder, how many others in Hollywood were living similar lies? But the true tragedy of Hudson's story was yet to come. In 1985, as the AIDS crisis gripped America in fear, Hudson became the first major celebrity to announce he had the disease. The revelation sent shockwaves through the nation. How could this paragon of masculinity, this icon of heterosexual romance, be gay? And more importantly, how had he kept it secret for so long? Hudson's diagnosis and subsequent death marked a turning point in America's understanding of both AIDS and homosexuality. But it also raised uncomfortable questions about the nature of celebrity, privacy, and the masks we all wear. In a world that demanded perfection from its stars, had Hudson ever truly been able to be himself? As we look back on Hudson's life and legacy, we're left to ponder, how many other stars of yesteryear might have hidden similar secrets? What toll does living a lie take on a person's soul? And in our modern age of supposed openness and acceptance, have we really progressed as far as we think? Rock Hudson's story is more than just a Hollywood tragedy. It's a mirror held up to society, reflecting our prejudices, our expectations, and our capacity for both cruelty and compassion. As we remember the man behind the myth, we're challenged to examine our own beliefs and biases. Looking back at Rock Hudson's life, we can't help but wonder, what might have been different if he had been able to live authentically? Would he have taken on bolder, more complex roles if he wasn't confined by a hyper-masculine image? How much happier and fulfilling might his personal life have been if he could love freely? And if a star of Hudson's magnitude had come out as gay in the 1950s or 60s, could it have changed the course of LGBTQ+ history? We might even imagine a Hollywood that became more open and diverse much earlier than it did. We'd love to hear your thoughts on these questions. Drop a comment below the video and share your take on how Rock Hudson's life, and perhaps our society, might have been different if he had lived in a more accepting time. Carrie Grant, the enigmatic icon of Hollywood's golden age. In the pantheon of Hollywood legends, few stars shine as brightly or as mysteriously as Carrie Grant. With his debonair charm, impeccable style, and comedic brilliance, Grant became the epitome of masculine sophistication during cinema's golden age. Yet beneath the polished exterior lay a complex man whose true nature continues to fascinate and perplex audiences decades after his passing. Born Archibald Alec Leach in Bristol, England, in 1904, Grant's journey to stardom was anything but conventional. Abandoning a troubled childhood, he reinvented himself in America, crafting the persona of Carrie Grant, a suave, confident leading man who seemed to embody the American dream. But was this persona merely a masterful performance, or did it reveal deeper truths about the man behind the image? Grant's on-screen charisma was undeniable. Whether trading witty barbs with Katharine Hepburn in The Philadelphia Story, or dangling perilously from Mount Rushmore in North by Northwest, he exuded a magnetic masculinity that set hearts aflutter. His ability to blend comedy and drama, often within the same scene, showcased a versatility that few actors could match. But what fueled this talent? Was it purely natural gift, or did Grant's own internal conflicts and hidden depths inform his performances? Throughout his career, Grant's personal life remained a subject of intense speculation. Married 5 times to women, including heiress Barbara Hutton and actress Diane Cannon, Grant nonetheless found himself dogged by persistent rumors about his sexuality. Central to these whispers was his long-term relationship with fellow actor Randolph Scott, with whom he shared a beach house for over a decade. The two men were frequently photographed together in domestic settings, fueling gossip about the true nature of their bond. Did Grant and Scott's relationship transcend the boundaries of friendship? Or was their living arrangement simply a practical solution for 2 bachelor actors navigating the pressures of Hollywood? Grant never publicly addressed his sexual orientation, maintaining a studied ambiguity that only added to his mystique. In an era when homosexuality was taboo, was this silence a form of self-preservation, or a reflection of Grant's own uncertainty about his identity? The contradictions in Grant's life extended beyond matters of the heart. Despite his image as the quintessential American gentleman, Grant remained proudly British, never relinquishing his citizenship. He was both a product of the studio system and one of its most vocal critics, fighting for creative control and profit sharing in an industry notorious for exploiting its talent. How did Grant reconcile these competing aspects of his personality and career? Grant's journey was not without its dark chapters. Abandoned by his mother at a young age and raised by an alcoholic father, he carried the scars of his childhood throughout his life. In later years, Grant experimented with LSD therapy in an attempt to confront his demons and find inner peace. What truths did he uncover in these sessions? Did they help him reconcile the disparate parts of his identity? As we reflect on Carrie Grant's legacy, we're left with tantalizing questions about the man behind the legend. Was his carefully cultivated image a shield to protect a vulnerable inner self? Did the rumors about his sexuality stem from genuine insights or societal prejudices? How much of the real Archibald Leach survived in the polished persona of Carrie Grant? Perhaps the enduring fascination with Grant lies not in definitive answers, but in the very mystery itself. In an age of oversharing and constant exposure, Grant's ability to maintain an air of enigma seems almost superhuman. His life and career challenge us to consider the nature of identity, the price of fame, and the complex interplay between public perception and private reality. Cary Grant remains a cipher, a man who embodied the dreams and desires of millions while keeping his own truth carefully guarded. In doing so, he transcended mere stardom to become something rarer and more precious, an eternal icon, forever inviting us to look deeper, question our assumptions, and marvel at the enduring power of mystery in an all-too-transparent world. Montgomery Clift, the tortured soul of Hollywood's golden age. In the pantheon of Hollywood legends, few stars burned as brightly or as tragically as Montgomery Clift. With his brooding good looks, raw emotional intensity, and unparalleled acting prowess, Clift redefined what it meant to be a leading man in American cinema. Yet behind the silver screen facade lay a complex, troubled soul, whose personal struggles would become as legendary as his on-screen performances. Clift burst onto the Hollywood scene in the late 1940s, immediately captivating audiences with his sensitive portrayals and innovative acting style. Unlike the more stoic leading men of his era, Clift brought a vulnerability and depth to his roles that was revolutionary. His performances in films like From Here to Eternity and A Place in the Sun showcased an actor unafraid to lay bare the raw emotions of his characters, earning him critical acclaim and a devoted following. But while Clift's star was ascending on screen, his personal life was a maelstrom of conflicting emotions and hidden truths. Though never publicly out, it was an open secret in Hollywood circles that Clift was attracted to men. In an era when such revelations could end careers, Clift was forced to live a double life, finding solace in close-knit circles of trusted friends and fleeting encounters. The pressure of maintaining this facade, coupled with the intense demands of his craft, took a heavy toll on Clift. He turned to alcohol and pills, beginning a long battle with addiction that would haunt him for the rest of his life. His inner turmoil seemed to fuel his performances, lending an air of tragic beauty to his roles that resonated deeply with audiences. Clift's life took a dramatic turn in 1956 when he was involved in a near-fatal car accident that left him physically and emotionally scarred. The crash, which occurred at the height of his fame, drastically altered his appearance and exacerbated his struggles with substance abuse. Yet even in the face of this tragedy, Clift's dedication to his craft never wavered. He continued to deliver powerful performances, though the roles became fewer and further between. The mystery surrounding Clift's personal life, combined with his undeniable talent and tragic circumstances, has cemented his place as one of Hollywood's most enigmatic figures. His refusal or inability to conform to the heteronormative expectations of his time, while never explicitly acknowledged, added layers of complexity to both his on-screen personas and public image. Clift's story raises poignant questions about the cost of fame and the toll of living an inauthentic life. How might his career and personal happiness have differed if he had been able to live openly? What pressures did he face from studios and society to maintain a certain image, and how did these impact his mental health and addiction struggles? Moreover, Clift's legacy challenges us to consider how much has really changed in Hollywood. While today's actors may have more freedom to be open about their sexuality, do they still face subtle pressures to conform to certain ideals? How do we balance our fascination with celebrities' personal lives with respect for their privacy and mental well-being? As we look back on Montgomery Clift's life and career, we are left with a portrait of a man who was both a trailblazing talent and a tragic figure. His story serves as a reminder of the human cost of fame and the importance of creating a society where individuals can live authentically without fear of judgment or career repercussions. What are your thoughts on Montgomery Clift's legacy? How do you think his struggles and experiences reflect broader issues in Hollywood and society? Share your perspectives in the comments below, and let's continue to explore the complex interplay between art, identity, and the public eye. The shocking secrets and tragedies behind the glamorous lives of Rock Hudson, Carrie Grant, and Montgomery Clift shook all of Hollywood. But do we truly understand the full price of fame? They lived double lives, hiding truths that would shock the world. If they had lived freely, would Hollywood be different today? What have their stories sparked in you? Share your thoughts and join us in uncovering these hidden mysteries in the comments below. If you enjoyed these stories, don't forget to check out more videos on Rainbow Spotlight. Hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you won't miss any of our upcoming stories. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.